total face. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ones and Twenties, the show where we roll. They finally got it. Where we roll a lot of 20s and a lot more ones. I am your dungeon master. Immediately around, let us go around the virtual mahogany table.
Hi, I'm David. I play 3 characters.
Yes. Good. Love it. I'm Mitch, but not Mitch McConnell. I'm definitely not Mitch McConnell. Please don't ever make that mistake. I'll cry.
The total man.
I do, however, play 3 characters.
You're telling me Mitch McConnell doesn't play 3 characters in our D&D group? What? This whole time you've been lying to me, Mitch. I'm Faith. I also play 3 characters, and y'all, the French Revolution was way crazier than I thought.
Of course it was. Have you seen Les Mis?
That wasn't even the French
That wasn't the French Revolution.
About.
Oh, okay.
They had like 4 or 5.
That's fair. Yeah.
At every turn, the king and the government was like, could I make a neutral or even good decision? And then they thought about it and went, no. In fact, we're going to make the worst possible political move every time. Let's lock the General Assembly out of the palatial meeting room where we're going to vote. For some interior decorating. But not tell them so that the day that they're expecting other delegates to join them for the first time, they arrive to a locked room with armed guards. That's not going to make them paranoid or revolutionary at all. Basically what I'm saying is the Ancien regime rolled a lot more ones than we do. So.
This is how we pull you.
Bring it back. This
is how we pull the rugrat up from under you. This isn't Ones and Twenties. This is Faith's podcast.
I was really hoping you were going to say, basically what I'm saying is I play 3 characters. I was really ready for that.
I was Susanna. I play 3 characters.
The only one who was correct and that I approved of was Faith's, because you all know why. Because she didn't say she plays 3 characters, and then she talked about history instead. Even though it took forever.
Okay, I don't know that much stuff about history.
Yeah, that's
once someone dies, you're gonna really appreciate that we're saying that, because it's really gonna
it's gonna build the tension.
Mitch, if you're bad at a race and you're running a race, I don't know what to tell you.
What does this have to do with anything? That was an awful metaphor.
It was a great metaphor.
Who doesn't know how to run a race?
Yeah, come on.
Me. They're like, I'm confused about the particulars of this exercise.
So I start here and then and where? What?
You just keep going forward. There's nothing else.
I think they could see my mouse if I do this. I was just thinking about that. You all can't see this, but I'm moving my cursor in circles around everyone. I was just doing it for no reason. And they could probably see
You don't need a reason.
The disrespect at this virtual mahogany table.
Mm-hmm. This is my virtual mahogany table. First of all, I'll do whatever the fuck I want with it. If I wanted, I'm not going to say that.
It could be yours for $3 million.
Jesus Christ!
When we release the NFT.
When we release the NFT.
If it wasn't a scam and terrible for the environment, I would totally admit a mahogany table.
I'm glad you interrupted with your thing, Susanna, because I had an example of what I could do with it, and I just did not want to say it, and it would have been a huge mistake. So I'm glad you diverted. And then...
the virtual mahogany table is the first thing that burns in the revolution. We're gonna break the table, take the chair legs as armaments, and then burn the table to fuel the fires of revolution.
Jeez.
That's what mahogany is for, David. Anyway.
What?
What was confusing about that, David?
Yeah,
I don't know. I was directed at me.
It was a helpful tip.
You were the last one who made a reference to it, and you weren't all on board. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we should probably play. Last time on Ones and Twenties, God, it's hard to keep track because there's never a plan, and I don't know what you're all going to do. So
we kicked the ass of an insect.
You did it the session before, and then after that,
we brought it back and we made bowl. We made a bowl. I had a conversation with Imbriel had a long conversation with a god.
Yeah,
And Dante and Knives had a weird conversation.
Yeah, I got weirdly emotional.
Where is
exactly the kind of Nyes and Dante content I wanted, though, so it's good.
I thought I put this dude's name in here. Where did I got it. Hold on, I got his name here somewhere. Ah! Yes, Ambriel got magical powers from the eccentric unicorn Brevelin Viastra. Brevelin Viastra.
Brevelin Viastra.
Which I'd like to remind everybody was a conversation they had for like half an hour or more in real life. But
I haven't
to
played
our
a character.
characters,
I haven't played
it
a
sounded
character.
like just shattering glass for the whole time.
That's based on Susanna's character choice for her language that I
like. An Eldritch Horror Angel.
Yeah.
But
that's the only correct choice.
But Infernal gives him a headache.
Infernal gives him a headache. His poor head. It doesn't sound like shattering glass.
So anyway, we got a pot for soup. We got bowls. We got
a wolf.
Yeah, we got leather, and we got chitinous armor.
Oh, I did not put the wolf leather on the group. On the group,
it's on there.
Inventory.
I have
okay,
it.
Yeah,
good.
okay, yeah. You all have to keep track of that.
We haven't made the armor yet, but
No, you haven't. You all have the materials for those things, so
we have the pelts.
You will have to spend
7.
Time. Yes. So you'd have to spend time for making
7 units of pelt.
Of
That's what we've got.
It's
only 1 pelt, but it's 7 units of pelt.
Which actually, before we start, we need to clarify what people have on them. Pelt, pocket pouch wise. I know Nick has some stuff. We need to determine who has things like that and how many, and we're gonna do rolls to determine those, so we can be fair about it. So, what characters actually have stuff?
Nick has stuff, Sharn has stuff, and Clem has stuff. But it's not written down.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. All right.
Oh, no, this is stuff that I've written down, but yeah.
Some of my characters have like specific items.
I want to know how many pouches people have specifically.
Some of my characters have like specific items. I was not planning any of my characters to have like pouches and shit.
Cool. So Mitch's characters have no pouches. That makes that easier. David, do any of your characters have pouches or something similar?
Yeah, I would say so. They were carrying gold earlier in the game.
Which one?
But I've decided that they're out of that.
Out of gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they give it away to.
They give a bunch of it away.
Yeah. So and stuff. So who has pouches then?
All 3 of my characters.
I'm a hoarder.
No, I'm aware of that, Faith. I think we've determined.
I would say all 3 of them.
I love items.
I know Faith, you do.
Almost as if your 3 characters always having a pouch or holster for a banana or something. Maybe that's the whole reason why we're doing this.
I'm a very bad socialist, but I like stuff.
I would say all 3 of them have at least some sort of pouch
the capitalist
or something.
Trap.
I would
all 3 of them. Okay, so David and Faith so far. Susanna, do any of your characters have pouches or something similar?
Beatrice definitely. Kat absolutely. She's got like little pockets everywhere because she always stuffs various bits of food or other things because she's nervous about losing shit or things going to hell in a handbasket.
Not pockets.
Beatrice
full on like pouches, like to carry.
Like sacks and stuff.
Yeah, like a small sack, like a gold pouch.
Oh yeah, yes. Kat absolutely yes. She has multiple because once again she's always constantly worried about things going to hell in a handbasket.
Okay.
Beatrice has, I think, on her Hero Forge, she has both a water flask and a gold pouch and an apron, so an apron pocket.
Okay.
I think that Dante's apron probably has like a big pocket on it, but
so if any of your characters have only 1 pouch, you may mark that down without having to roll. If you think they only have 1 pouch, you may do so. Which it sounds like Beatrice might.
Yeah, she only has 1 gold pouch, but she has a water skin and an apron pocket.
know if those count as pouches.
They would not count as a pouch. So this is like because you can't carry as much in like your apron thing. This is for like carrying stuff. Because we're dealing with leather. So this is why I want to have this figured out. So Beatrice is good. David. Choose. So you're gonna roll a d4 for each of your characters. You may choose one of them to get a +1 to their roll. So whoever you think would have a lot of pouches.
I think Knives would have more pouches.
Okay, let's roll for Knives.
He's got spices.
Spices.
Oh, I got a 4.
Nice.
Jesus. Okay, you could have
5 pouches.
5
That's
pouches.
your rules, Omid.
God.
No backpedaling now.
Stupid.
I love these pink
That's
dice.
way too many. That's stupid. Okay.
I love these pink and black dice, man.
Except for when they roll you like 4 nat 1s in a row that one episode.
No, it was these
Oh,
dice.
okay.
Which is John's dice, which I'm gonna roll for now. Another 4.
This is stupid. I don't like this rule I've set already.
Can't give you a 25% chance every time he rolls.
Yeah, I'm changing it. This is too much. This is too much. No.
Let's see what Forlorn gets. That's a 3.
Yeah, he ain't getting that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do instead. You could choose for your characters 1, 2, or 3 for how many pouches they get. They each only have 1 of those. So one of them can have 1, one of them can have 2, one of them can have 3.
Sharn has 3, Nick has 2, Clem has 1.
Cool.
Kat has 3.
Knives has 3.
My characters have pouches.
Mm-hmm.
Forlorn will have 2.
Yeah, and they're just pouches. They're not like backpacks or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Although they can add up. But you won't be able to like carry carcasses and not that you could in a backpack anyways.
Beatrice has 1.
Okay. Great. Now we can actually keep track of that to see what you could all actually carry. So
Embryo doesn't have any. He just looks sexy.
Great.
He's got a very I don't know how long it's been since y'all saw the Hero Forge I designed for him, but I want you to know that he's in a deep V-neck robe with a rope belt and a skirt with side slits all the way up to like upper thigh on both sides. So he's like
he's a dirty priest. Anyway,
he's like a sexy Roman gladiator, but he's a priest.
Logistically,
they were Playboy
no
priests. They were Catholic Playboy priests.
Logistically, it makes no sense. It looks very breezy. It would keep him cool in the summertime.
Okay, so before everyone tells me who they're waking up as, Faith, since Sharn pushed last time, this is going to be a little bit of a different consequence. So for our weather roll today, you are going to be rolling D100 3 times at disadvantage. So you will pick the lowest roll and you will tell me what it is.
So you said 3 times at disadvantage. That means
triple
6 times?
disadvantage. Triple disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. The lowest number.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to beat 15.
All right.
Well, there's 14 whole ways to beat 15, so.
36.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's 80, so 15.
15. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's summer, so that's okay. Luckily, it's summer. That would have been bad otherwise. Okay, now everyone tell me who they are starting the day as for the 3rd day in the forest.
I'll start the day as Beatrice.
Sharn.
John.
I'll play Dante.
Beatrice, Sharn, John, Dante. I believe none of you have a class, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. You wake up to light clouds and do what you want with the day.
Jeez, what are we doing?
I'm gonna look at our what we have currently. So we have our fishing wear. We have potentially some armor we could work on. We have the 16 portions remaining from the wolf corpse. We have the pelt, the bones.
Just for reference, how much do we need to eat? We've got 12 people with 5 portions each. That's 60. So we need probably more food.
Well, we can probably have people fish now that we have the weir up.
Yes, and I do have some of these little fishing nets that I made from like scoops that I made from the twine plant that
We're probably also going to want to head out on the other side of the river and forage a bit.
That's that side over there, yes.
And try to map.
Is there a
what's
good
going
place
on over there?
Do I remember a good place to cross this river?
Yeah, that elevated
the rocky
rock portion.
area.
It's a perfect cross.
A little north of
Over
us.
by where we have fought the insect.
Who's gonna draw
not the insect.
out this map?
This is where literally when you first landed, right next to you was that elevated rock portion. Nick went there on horse with Amber.
Who's gonna draw this map?
I don't know.
It may also be worth.
Who's got paper and writing utensils?
I mean, I don't know. I guess how long we're going to stay here, but it may be worth trying to maybe get more stuff for shelter, or maybe planning out like a farm or something. Because sincerely, I don't think that we can kill a wolf every day. That seems like, first of all, rather ambitious. And secondly, it seems like it will. Well, I'll say it this way: if we try to kill a wolf every day, we won't need to kill a wolf every day.
Agreed.
No, I thought that was why we had we are going to use the bug meat for perhaps bait. We can see if the fish would like to nibble on that.
Did we find out if the bug meat was edible? I know that because there was the acid involved.
We did not personally try to eat it because we thought maybe with the acid
I don't think we've done anything with it yet. I think it's still just sitting over there.
Oh yes, no, it is definitely still just sitting over there. I think we were thinking that we would maybe let some fish get it, and if the fish die, we know it's probably very bad for us.
We can also I can run some rudimentary tests. There's some easy ways to figure out if stuff is toxic. But it takes several days, so not probably in time for us to cook it up.
Well, why don't we start? Because something else that maybe could happen is we try to sort of cut into it, and that turns out to be a bad time, right? And he'll turn to knives, right?
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. I mean, I've tried.
I'm no expert on magical creatures.
Pufferfish before. Not even magical pufferfish, just regular pufferfish. That can be a hard time.
Right, and there are some creatures where you have to sort of cut them and prepare them in a very specific way. So, not knowing what that is, I wouldn't know what the specific way to prepare it necessarily, if you can even prepare it. Could also be the kind of thing where it touches air and like melts or something. I don't know. Magic is crazy. It's why I don't deal with it.
Yes, I think that is why we would be on the lookout for some other source of sustenance beyond the bug meat. Like you said, we can't kill a wolf every day, so
no, we can't kill a wolf every day.
Further exploration on the other side of the river. Looking for some way to set up some traps, but I think having
edible plants
would be a very good idea.
Right now, our farm would consist of me propagating a single potato, which I can cut up and make more potato plants, but you have to think about the life cycle of the potato plant and how long that's going to take. So we need a way to forage until we can get agriculture up and running.
Well, I think that is an excellent point too, because we must forage for now, because if we stay in one spot, I don't know that we'll have enough food fast enough for all 12 of us. I
That's what I'm
don't know
saying.
how long it takes for a potato to grow. So in that case, should we think about making our shelter more movable so that we can travel a little bit?
Well, sorry, that was just Faith. Well, it's common to have several base points along the way when you're foraging. So we could leave this here as one base point, and then as we explore more, we can build out more mobile camps. And as we gather more materials, maybe work on making movable shelters. But there's no problem in investing in certain places and then coming back to them. Well, this
is certainly a good place to initially, since it's relatively safe. We have the fish here.
It may be worth figuring that cave out then. I know it goes down a little further than what they said.
Yes,
but
goes,
that's a convenient shelter, deep. Is my point. You know, if that's sort of one of our waypoints, one of our stopping points, then that makes sense.
I would just be concerned if we were going that we would want to send some people who might be
a little more magical.
Prepared, yes.
Yes, I agree. I
think I could go on the other side of the river and look for plants. I've been working with Sharon for a little while. We kind of have an idea of what to look for, but I do think eventually we should check out that cave. You are definitely right.
What if we go to a talking tree? Maybe they have more insight about everything.
A talking tree?
Yeah, the talking tree that kind of gave Forlorn his magic, or taught him magic. I don't really. Did he give it to you, or did you just kind of learn? He kind of taught it to me. I don't think he really gave it to me. This power is my own.
It might be worth it. How far away is it? This talking tree.
I think it's a straight shot. If we didn't stop, like half a day's walk, maybe.
Half a day's walk. We would barely make it back.
I would think that a talking tree knows a lot about what's around, though.
Would it can it walk? Is it a walking talking tree, or does it stay there?
As far as I could tell, it didn't really walk.
Also, it would not be half a day's walk because it didn't take that long. Because it would have been like nighttime by the time you got there if that was the case. So maybe like a couple hours there and a couple hours back. It'd probably be close to half a day, depending on what went on in between to get there.
All right. All right. Well, what is between us and this tree? Is there anything else you encountered or we should be worried about?
Really, just the crossing points of the two rivers.
And my friends.
Which of your friends?
Your friends?
Oh, my cool, big, strong, buff friends. You know, the ones that declared me the leader of my little group, the Umsha.
There's only one of them, but yeah, there's also.
Who else is around, by the way?
Wolfric is always doing his rounds. Ever vigilant.
Ariel is up, just fussing.
Clem is playing like a tic-tac-toe with Clarice the monkey.
Cat is passed out.
Cat's passed out? Okay.
It is not late enough in the day, I think, for Jean-Claude to leave the little hut that we've got, the little lean-to.
And Nick is brushing Odysseus.
Okay, don't worry about it. You may continue on.
If Forlorn knew there was a talks going on, he would join.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. You may continue.
Don't forget those guys, John. You and Forlorn quite a bit.
Well, they didn't. It didn't seem like they liked Forlorn very much, but
Why wouldn't they like Forlorn? He's a fun fellow.
He was a little bit antagonistic, you could say.
Well, just because he's got kind of a sour demeanor sometimes doesn't mean that he's antagonistic.
I'm standing right here.
And I'm defending you. What's your problem?
Be that as it may, do you think these creatures would mean us violence or harm?
Most things we've met have.
But you were able to talk to them, get by.
I wouldn't really call it talking.
Oh yeah, we totally got by.
And though you didn't share a language, what did you do? How did you manage to communicate? What?
They seem to like a show of strength or like being talked up to.
Well, I
Somewhat
can't do the
worshipped,
show of
really.
strength.
I'm pretty strong.
I think he means more like fortitude, courage, like
I've got 5 kids.
to bend the knee and give gold and stuff. Seemed to really like the gold, very interested in that. Also, I gave him food, also liked that. And I think that meant he concluded that I was in charge, because I clearly was. And had my compatriots give me some fealty as well. And I show off the writer's quill and that Clem has and stuff like that. Also, do be warned, I've taught it how to high five, and it doesn't know how to pull its punches. So, but it will want you to. I believe that was the. Yeah. But it's really, really fucking strong. So, good luck with that.
Well, I don't know that we're necessarily going over there, but it's good to know about.
If we can avoid it, I would suggest it. I don't know how we caught off guard by it. It's really big and very loud.
Well, I don't think that we can avoid everything. You know, we can't necessarily avoid the one part of the woods because of the wolves, and we can't necessarily avoid this other part because of this large gentleman. We're going to have to face something sometime.
Do we face the things that we know in search of this talking tree, or do we face something unknown on the other side of the river?
I think we should go talk. Knowledge is always better. I think we should go talk to the tree. I think those who stay at camp should work on fishing and reinforcing our shelters and gathering more supplies in the nearby area without leaving. And then we'll send an advanced group out to go communicate with this tree and see if it cannot render us aid. It seemed friendly and it wanted to help you, yeah?
The tree didn't seem to have like any malintent.
How are you communicating with the tree? It appears that only some of you could, or that there was a little bit of a language barrier.
Only I was able to talk to it. I was speaking what's the name of the language. I heard it a lot back in the city, and he starts talking in Elvish.
You don't know what the word city is.
I heard it a lot
back in the big place. We all know.
Yeah, the big place. What languages would Sharon speak? I didn't really pick languages for her because I wasn't thinking too much about it.
For Sharon? Well, she's a gnome, so she just has gnomish and common.
Okay. Would Gnomish be at all similar to Sylvan or Elvish?
Unfortunately not.
Shite. Shite.
I might give you a roll to understand it brokenly. I'd be willing to do that.
Okay.
But like Elven is specifically close to Sylvan.
Yeah.
Because that's like the root of the language.
Well, if we are going to go to visit this tree today, we should decide on a traveling party. I would recommend people who we think could learn from the tree and others who could protect us as we travel or grant safe passage. Learn
from Sharn.
Learn.
That's
Well,
all
it
I'm
looks like-
doing this episode. I'm just commenting on all the things.
Well, it
all
looks
the
like I'm the only one that can talk to it or understand it.
Yes, so you should definitely come along. I would like to go if we have room in our party to learn what knowledge this tree may impart.
I would also like to go. I have many questions about the local plants and other wildlife. And you said that it tried. I remember you talking last night, you and Forlorn, with the others. It tried to teach you healing.
To aid something?
Help?
Who are you talking to?
John.
Oh, yeah. He kept on. It kept on saying to think of helping, of aiding, and it's. I couldn't just wrap my head around it.
Well, the best, I would assume, the best place to learn more about the plants and their properties for these extinct herbs would be the plant itself. So I would really
And-
like to go.
Excuse my turn of phrase here, but this tree is in sort of the same neck of the woods as these large gentlemen. Is that what I was understanding?
The large fellows, the large boys.
Yeah, about an hour's walk is where we found.
So,
And
but
from the
probably
tree.
well within their sort of domain, their territory.
I don't know how big their territorial domain is, but I would.
But, you
I
know,
guess
they
I would
could go
assume
an
so,
hour
yeah.
out of their way.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm pretty strong. I can take a hit. Should probably go in case we run into them.
All right, and John, you've managed to survive all sorts of things, so.
Oh, well, it's really nothing. Just a normal guy, used to count coins back at home.
Well, John, I don't think. I mean, obviously everybody here is unique, but I don't think any of us are necessarily any more special than anybody else. I think we're all pretty normal, John. So my point is I wouldn't discredit yourself.
We're all capable of things we don't know we are until we're put in a situation to use them. I mean, Nick didn't know he could turn into animals. Forlorn didn't know he could do magic. Ambrielle didn't know that he could heal. And also talk to gods, that he would meet a god. So I say we go forward in the spirit of inquiry and hopefulness, but also prepare for the worst, like being attacked and eaten by wolves. In that spirit, I will be bringing a sharp stick with me. I think this time. I can't say I'm being much. Oh, we regained hit points, didn't we, since we slept?
Yes, you did. So
Sharn is finally at full health.
So whoever was in shelter, which you could fit 4 people, one of them including You know who the
Jean-Claude.
creature.
Jean-Claude.
The creature. You get to roll a. What is it? Oh, fucking hell.
A D6, right? And everyone else rolled or gained half.
Everyone else gained.
I thought it was
believe
like 2
it's
plus
just-
a con mod or something like that.
I believe it's just
We
one plus your
used
con.
aid.
Yeah, we used 8 on everybody, so everybody who slept should be
Oh
full health.
yeah, you're actually fine then, because of aid.
Except for Wolfert, because he didn't sleep.
Oh,
Which, by the way,
Clem
we didn't roll for our fatigue.
Oh yes. Yeah. So go ahead and roll for that. Who stayed up?
Beatrice
This is
did.
Wolfert's second night up.
This is Wolfrick's second. Okay, so the DC is
Yeah.
10 now.
did.
So it's
Clem stayed up.
endurance
And it's just an
checks.
endurance check?
Endurance check. For everyone else, it's a 5 DC.
I got a 5.
You practically pass. Just
Easy,
barely.
natural 20. I received the effects of a long rest.
All right. Yeah.
13. Clem
13.
passes.
All right. Yeah. So none of you pass. None of you get fatigue.
Yeah.
None of us fail.
None of you fail. Yes. Listen, you succeeding is failing in my book. I want you to
Do
fail.
I get...
That's more fun. Also, just as a heads up, I changed the fatigue to make it more easier to like track and also worse. So every point fatigue is hinder 1 all,
Right.
-1 dodge, and -5 speed. And that will
Okay.
go up for every point. So
So if you have 2 points, it's hinder 2 all, -2 dodge, -10 speed.
Yes. Yep.
And so on.
And 6 is death.
Right.
Cat pushed something and got I don't know, I just wrote it down on my sheet.
Uh-huh.
And I just said fatigued for 2 days.
Yeah, so she had
-5 speed, hindered dex.
Yeah, so instead of that, it's hinder 1 all, -1 dodge, -5 speed.
Okay.
So after today, that should go away. Unless you did it on the
I-
first day. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of that. So that's
I
on all of you.
expect the answer is no. But do I get anything special for getting a nat 20 on my endurance?
No.
Okay.
You
Like I
just-
said, I
you
expect
feel-
the answer is
you feel
no.
good.
But
You feel good about it.
does the
It was
DC
easy.
not go up next time?
Hell no, it 100% goes up. A D20, having a good night isn't going to change. Your body's going to feel awful.
You don't know
eventually.
that. I'm magic now. I'm a wolf.
Well, you've all made very compelling points for why you should go, and now that I'm taking a look at your group, not that I don't believe in all of you, but I think it might be helpful to have at least one person who has sort of some of these magic or these skills that we've come across. I don't mind staying home if Embriel might lead you. I don't know. Embriel was able to talk to that god. Maybe
This is true.
maybe he can talk to the tree. I would really like to meet this tree. It sounds like a fascinating, but I just, just in case the worst would happen, having a healer on hand at least would be more than I can do at the moment. I don't know if I can talk to this tree. I don't think I add a language to the group. I think me and Dante both speak Infernal. So I'm not sure what else I could add. So if that's would be all right.
I thought you wanted to learn more from Sharn.
Well, if I go on this learning mission, I can bring back some knowledge, and I think it is a good idea to have one of us who knows about the local plans and stuff like that, especially if you're going to be foraging in the local area from base camp. And you can lead the charge on the fishing, and then next time I'll stay back and you can go out, Beatrice, if that is agreeable.
That would be all right with me. I would very much like to learn more about this place, but I would rather we play it a little safe and have someone a little stronger go with you now, and then I can come on the next trip.
I think that is it shows great wisdom, and thank you. I promise to teach you everything I learn. Learn.
Abrielle, if you wouldn't mind, Go and listen? I think that would be. I guess I can.
We made the same joke.
Oh, God damn it.
Ambrielle, think of it this way. Now you're indispensable.
Well, I can't argue with that now, can I?
Oh, somebody as nice as Embryo was indispensable anyway.
Except what's nice.
Well, I thank you for that, Dante. I believe I'm not sure my skills will be any use. Hopefully, they will be not needed. But what I have to offer is at your disposal.
Sharn, for your stick, give me a perception check to see how good of a stick you got.
She's not good at those.
If she can't find anything, Ambrielle can lend you his stick.
She absolutely cannot find anything.
Since
a 4.
A 4? You find twigs, unfortunately.
I think since we sorry, I tried to be a masculine.
It's the French accent.
Just infects everything. I feel like, unfortunately, Sharn, we have cleaned out this area of a lot of the useful materials, but if it would make you feel better to take my stick, I have other means of defending myself.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to deprive you. Nick will walk up at this point. He did pick up a rock, like a sharp rock, when we were at the river last, and he will hand it to Sharn.
Okay.
No, Sharn, I really think I don't need this stick, and I can do much better things without this stick.
All right, well, if you feel that strongly about it, I'll take the stick and the rock. Thank you, boys.
Oh, boys, gentlemen.
Oh, well, that is if John and Dante don't have any other options.
Well, I've got my fists.
I think we have
and also,
limited weapons.
Well, I think first come, first serve.
I
am an elderly woman, you know. I need all the protection I can get.
I've got my fists and I've got my cleaver if it comes down to it.
Oh, I was gonna offer you this big stick I found. I guess John can. I guess if you want it.
Yeah, that looks real big.
I've had bigger.
How big is the stick? Is it girthy?
I don't know if I can
is it
handle that
long?
girthy stick right you got there.
Yes. Just take a deep breath, John.
Just, you know,
The first
relax.
part is the hardest. Yes, relax.
Yes, just relax.
Important. That's what'll help it fit in your hands.
Thank you for the tips, guys.
No problem. Does anyone want
Guys are
this?
really good friends.
Well, David, I want you to be prepared for whatever life throws at you. I'm that kind of friend.
Yeah.
You can
was
say
gonna
that
say,
I want you to be prepped, if you will. Preparation is important.
Is important, yeah.
I was gonna
Some might say it's the most important thing.
Yeah, well, I would say consent. But
Well, true.
ongoing consent.
You must ask
preparation.
the stick. Ask the stick.
Yeah,
And-
ask the stick.
If it consents to being wielded.
And this last thing that I'm gonna say really breaks the illusion, but lube is important.
Lots of lube.
Lots.
You
More
need
than you think.
Some good
More than you
old-fashioned
think.
sword oil.
Because you gotta
Yeah,
reapply.
You
gotta
need
reapply.
to take care of your sword.
Yeah. Make sure it goes in the sheath.
You mean my club? You mean my stick club?
Yeah, your stick.
Stick
Gotta
club.
make sure the stick is wet.
All right.
Anyway,
Gotta get your
And
stick wet.
consistently. You gotta keep it wet.
I was
maybe
gonna
dip it in
say.
the river.
I was gonna say, take that as either John or David because they both apply.
There you go.
All right. Anyway.
Nick he's like, well, if anyone wants this, if you're going out, and he tries to hand over the log he found yesterday, his like absolute like battering ram.
Ambrielle is gonna walk up to him and sort of pat him on the bicep. Well, I believe that is very helpful. I'm not sure that anyone other than you and maybe Dante could handle a stick that big.
It seems a little unwieldy, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really sure you can even get your whole hand around it.
Well, I manage. He gives like a chagrin like shrug as he's like shouldering it over one shoulder. Is Ambrielle just still feeling
it? I could carry it. I could, Yeah. But just, as a weapon, it seems unwieldy.
To each their own. I'll use it here, I guess, to defend camp. Y'all be safe now.
I mean, it should be like a structural support for like a house or something.
I don't know. I'm quite fond of it now, but if that's what the group needs, then I guess perhaps.
It's all about how you use it.
It's all about how you use it.
Size doesn't matter, Nick.
You kind of look like some of those characters I would used to read in my old books back at home.
I also want everyone to
know
Nick
large
fully,
weapon.
Yeah, Nick fully wears like a V-neck linen shirt with like ties that is like slightly undone.
Yeah. And it's early morning, but he is currently glistening.
Yeah, he glistens a little bit. He got some dew on him from sleeping outside.
You wish you were glistening, but because you rolled light clouds, you ain't.
Damn it.
If it were sunnier, if it were partly cloudy as opposed to partly sunny.
That's what you get for pushing Faith.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's your punishment.
Yeah.
No. Nick, it's not even a punishment. Instead of glistening, he just looks a little bit damp, but he manages to slick his hair back since it's wet with dew into like I'm sure y'all be in great hands, though. I mean, between Dante and Ambrielle over here, who talks to freaking gods.
Well, I'm also glad that John is joining us, seeing as he's the one who's actually talked to the tree.
Yeah. I wonder if the tree's a god. That's a possibility, right?
I think a tree is a plant.
It didn't sound anything like shattering glass.
Well,
that would be very concerning if a tree sounded like breaking glass.
Be a particularly interesting tree, maybe. Well, y'all have safe travels. We'll stay here and kind of organize base camp, do a little bit of light foraging and some fishing under the direction of Miss Beatrice.
Oh, well, thank you, dearie.
All right. So,
sorry. What the heck was that?
All right.
As she drops her French accent.
As Beatrice both drops her French accent and ages 30 years. Thank you, dearie.
So,
thank you kindly.
The party of John, Dante, Sharon, and Ambrielle.
Dante's nickname, Don.
Don.
Did I say
Donster.
You said Don.
Oh.
I heard Don.
John, Dante, Sharon, and Ambrielle.
From the north.
Sharon gonna learn ya. Oh yeah. Oh. Sharon teaching.
Sharon gonna learn ya.
Doing like the like a Scared Straight program.
Hell yeah.
On the prisons. Amazing.
Sharon
about to learn
teaching kids what for.
Cat got learned by Sharon.
All right.
I taught her about the fish trick.
Sharon's like, I taught her everything I know.
All right, so you fuck about in the forest then. Which direction are you heading?
We head south and then probably
along
west.
The river.
South along the river and then west from where they went. Or, I mean, we could just cut straight through, but we have a greater potential for getting lost in that circumstance.
Yeah, pretty much just follow the river for the most part.
Well, and I think the river by itself is not necessarily dangerous, whereas we're not really sure what's in some parts of the woods here.
Just around the river bend.
I do hear the tree is just around the river bend.
Hi, look once more. That movie is problematic, but the songs are kind of good.
Kinda. Colors of the Wind is one of the best Disney songs of all time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
All right, anyway.
Mel Gibson is in it, though, so.
He is? Who is he in it?
Yeah. He's John.
He's John? Fucking hell.
He's John Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ruined so many things. Anyway, because he's Mel Gibson. So, all right. Give me stealth checks, because you're all heading south and then west along the river bend. It's in my head now.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Never mind.
13.
13, okay.
Believe it or not.
16.
Oh, I gotta roll. What is it? Stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Not great. But at least I have a plus to dexterity on this character.
Mm-hmm.
9, 11.
All right, and then John.
No, wait. Dexterity 10. Sorry,
10?
I was looking at my awareness.
Damn it. Damn it. I was like, average old John got a 10.
Still average. Okay. Cool.
We both got a 10.
So you all follow. Is there anything in particular, or
This
any
is
of
my
you
stick, by the way.
keeping your eyes out for anything in particular on your way there?
Nope.
Danger.
Ambrielle is looking out for danger. I'm sure Sharon is looking out for plants.
I'm doing
Dante...
a nature check for plants.
For plants? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dante's probably trying to keep a close eye on everybody just so that he doesn't step on any of them.
Sharon, you can make a nature check. Everyone, well, you need to see it. So everyone give me, I'll let you do nature, Faith. Everyone else
Thank
give me
you.
perception checks if you're watching for danger.
Well, it doesn't matter because I
14.
rolled like shit once again. Poor fucking Sharn. I'm cursed.
She's gotta learn. Learn to do
6.
better.
That's a 15 to perceive Sharn and their others' positions so that I don't step on anybody.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. They're doing a good job not stepping on anyone. Also,
I got a 16.
Well, because Sharn is very little,
Yeah.
and Dante is very large.
you got a what, Susanna?
16.
16?
11. Very average.
Yes. Everything you want.
Also,
David.
I adjusted my spells on the fly since
Cool.
Ambrielle's coming.
Right.
I'd say the only thing that I had to drop my 3rd level healing. I got more holy, which I guess is fine.
Okay.
And I had to drop my level 2 fire.
You can heal with major hits with holy.
Yeah.
So you can still technically heal with that.
I
Faith-
didn't get anything else that damages in holy because I didn't have points for that. I just had points for guidance because I got
Right.
my bonus to non-damaging holy spells.
And then Faith, what was your total, by the way?
Like 6.
6. Okay. All right.
I rolled really bad.
Yeah, you're
Trudging.
trying to look for plants, but you're also trying to keep to the path of whatever that path is because you've never gone on this before. So you're a little preoccupied with other things. And even though you weren't particularly looking for danger, you can't help but.
Well,
because
and,
out of everyone, you've actually been in some really bad situation. You've had 2 people almost die on you, like
well,
this happened twice.
Well, and here's the other thing about that. The ground is sort of shaking ominously behind you in a rhythmic pattern. It takes you a little bit to realize, but it's just Dante.
Sharon turns around. It's just Dante.
Okay. I need you all to give me a.
Is that a monster's beast? Nope, Chuck Testa.
So as you all go south and go along the river bend. You eventually get to the spot where you split to go north to get back to the tree in the north. Ambrielle, as you are all moving stealthily through this area, you see you hear snoring. You hear very loud.
I hear some snoring.
The ironic thing is it's not being picked up from Omid's end.
Yep,
So I just heard-
I
This
can't.
is
I
not
just
picking
saw him
up.
pantomiming
Okay, it thinks
the action of
it thinks
snoring.
it's fucking ambient sound. I don't know how to make snoring not, but can I turn ambient? Can I fucking turn that shit off? No, it does not sound like that.
It's kind of now.
Here we go. All right, I turned off noise cancellation.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Hey. Can I? I don't think I can do a
I
nature
can't
check
see
on
what's
that.
making this sound, right?
Uh,
I'll
you
do a
can-
nature check on that. I'll try.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. You can't see it currently.
No,
You
we
could
can't
go
hear you
look
at
for
all.
it to see the source. What, David?
Can anyone hear Omid, or is it just me?
It's just you.
You can or can't
So,
hear me
Reload.
He cannot hear
David
you.
can't hear you anymore.
at all? Oh,
At
yeah.
all.
I guess reload then. His computer doesn't
Alright.
like noise cancellation.
Now that David's gone,
Now that David's gone, I have a nature check from Sharon that's actually good on something that I don't actually know she can identify. But she rolled a 21.
You rolled a 21? Okay. It doesn't sound like an animal.
I don't think that is an animal. I think I don't think it's necessarily a person, but I don't think it's like a wolf.
maybe it's
Maybe
those large gentlemen.
Perhaps we should just sneak on by quietly.
Yeah, I don't really, as much as
Maybe we
Clem
go a little
likes
bit
this-
farther south before we come back up.
That's also what I was thinking. Let's do that.
If we want to sneak by this person, this gentleman, I don't think that getting close to him is the best idea.
Yeah, as much as Clem likes this person, they weren't very pleasant. They just seemed very boisterous and very demanding of attention.
I also suggest that we keep moving because I feel like if we continue having this conversation, it's likely that somebody wakes up.
We just keep. So we're gonna hug the river and walk past, and then just kind of cheat around.
Cool. As you get to the next part of the forest, give me another stealth check.
Ah, fuckity shit. There it is.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, shit.
I'll say mine last.
9 for Sharn.
9. Okay. What is this?
19 for Ambrielle.
Okay,
7.
John. 7?
Yeah.
Oh no, I got a 6.
6, 7, 9, 19.
A 6, a 7. What
I was
the
expecting
other,
mine to be the lowest by more than that, guys.
What was the other low one?
6,
9.
7, 9, and 19.
Okay.
So 3 scores under 10.
Cool. All right.
Turns out he woke up and has been chasing us this whole time.
Yeah. What do you I'll just
Wait,
keep
yeah?
No. That's not what I didn't even hear what you said, Mitch. I was
This guy's face, that's my face right now.
So I'll keep the perception and nature checks from before. Actually, I'll let you re-roll those.
Hey, 16.
You know,
Dirty
Faith- 'cause I
20
know
for
Faith is
nature.
hoping to do nature. Hey, there you
I
go.
can only do stealth or nature. I can't do both at the same time.
I don't think I rolled as well, unfortunately. So 14.
Same here.
Okay. Cool.
David
And
and
then,
I are like.
Mitch, what was yours?
16, which is the second highest number I can get.
Well, but were you doing the same thing as before? Just making sure we don't step on Tron?
At this point, I think that he probably feels a little more confident. So if I want to hear, pay attention to the surroundings some.
Okay. So, Sharn, what kind of plants in particular are you looking for?
Given our current preoccupation, I'm looking for stuff that can is edible. I think we can eat and perhaps cultivate.
Yeah. So, you see in the distance what look like you see like the color red on some bushes in the distance. That is currently what you see.
I think I see some perhaps an edible plant over there. Do you see that bit of red? On the bush. The bush.
So Dante, since you're
bush in the north.
So Dante, everyone else assumes that the stomping is from you.
Yeah.
Because they're used to it. However, you recognize your own footsteps, and there's definitely a louder one coming from behind.
I think we may have woken up the gentleman.
I'll look behind us.
Shite.
Yeah, so you look behind you, and you see...
Yeah, I'll also turn around at this moment.
John, you see a familiar, large, gray creature, the biggest thing you've seen in this forest. The one with the very long neck that was sniffing Clem originally.
Oh, it's the friend.
Oh,
but he's very close to all of you. As you like turn around, he's like 10 feet away from you.
Describe this thing again.
So
it's like an elephant but with a long neck.
That would be a good way to describe. It's bigger than an elephant, but it's got like a long neck and a large head.
Like trunk-like legs.
It does not have a trunk. It just has a long, like a brontosaurus neck, and then head. Although the head is pretty big actually, and it looks dumb. Just to be honest, it just looks like a dopey creature. To be perfectly honest, but it's very big. I guess it's like a mini brontosaurus, but not a dinosaur. It's a mammal.
Did you show us a picture?
Let me.
Are we trying to scare it? Are we trying to run away?
This is friendly. This is friendly.
Sharn is just going to step up to it and observe kind of what it's eating. Take note of that. And can she discern a place where you could pet something of this nature?
Well, all over its body, actually.
A place where it would maybe enjoy it.
You can't reach its head, that's for sure.
I'll give its leg a little pat, but make sure that I stay in its eyesight, because that's what you're supposed to do with animals. She's like, I've been around a horse. This is the same.
This is basically a horse.
It's a horse.
It's a horse.
Yeah, give me another nature check to be friendly to this animal.
You anger it.
It's a 7.
It's a 7?
I don't think she can reach, or she's strong enough to make an impact on it.
You try and reach at it.
Sharn backs away, and she's gonna be like, I think I'm going to go towards the berries if we want to keep going. I don't think this creature means us harm, but I don't know what else it can help us with.
Harm.
Every time.
Let a girl do an accent in peace.
It's your accent.
I love it. No, it's hilarious.
We just want you to lean into it. Yeah.
I am.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Pat yourself on. I am.
All right, and
cool.
And so you leave. Anyone else doing anything else?
I'm following Sharn.
Yeah, I guess
I'll watch it, but
watch it for just a little bit, just to make sure that it's just doing its own business.
It doesn't seem to like chase after us or anything.
It is actually heading in your direction. You don't know why. I'll say if your nature check from before, Sharn.
It's the berries.
It's going for It's going for some plants over there.
Well, that's a good sign that
Hey,
those are
little
edible.
guy. Hey, little guy. He pulls out some of the golf ball berries.
Ranger John?
Give me a nature check with
That'd
Advantage.
be a sick animal companion.
With
Jesus
advantage?
Christ.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
and it's
I'll definitely.
intelligence.
That would be
Nice.
fucking sick.
I would definitely allow that. For everything
I
you know
know.
about me, I would definitely let that
With
happen.
advantage, right?
Yeah.
22.
22. Okay. Yeah. It stops and it.
I'm just gonna erase 5 berries.
God.
Sharon,
I
are
hated
you
that.
quickly gathering these the other berries? You get to it, and it is the same types of berries. There's 2 bushes. I believe I said there was like 10 each. So you can collect 20 berries between you and Ambriel.
Can I actually just, even if it's just the one that we just picked all the berries off of, can I try to like dig it up so we can just take it with us?
It's a very big bush, but yes, you may attempt that.
Perhaps we can. Well, perhaps Dante, we can grab it on the way back, so that you don't have to carry it there.
We're still going to the tree.
Right. So, but we have these berries, and hopefully the tree will help us find more information.
I don't know if you described them as red when we first encountered them, but to me, I've just been imagining them as blue, like orange berries for all those Pokemon lovers in the audience.
No, I think he did say red originally.
He said that they were red. Yeah,
but even if he didn't, I certainly had a red berry in
red golf ball berries and berry bush stick is what is in Clem's inventory.
Berry bush stick. There's a name for a character.
That's a great name for a character. Berry bush stick. Welcome to meet you. Did I say welcome to meet you? That's what I meant.
No, that's what he meant.
That is what I meant. Who are you? Get out of my 4th wall, you piece of human garbage. Anyway, it's nice to meet you.
He's a lizard folk. Berry bush stick.
Of course.
I was thinking like gnome.
That was my first thought too.
Obviously, because there's a berry bush sticking out of my shoulder. I got lodged in there when I was a child, and we've never been able to remove it successfully.
Oh, a turtle and have the bush like growing out of its shell.
Cool. Oh, it got stuck in there and now it's just propagating?
Now he's got blood berries.
Anyway, yeah, so it eats the berries and you roll really high, so it is satisfied with that. And by the time it looks up, it doesn't see the berries that Sharna's already collected and is too dumb of a creature to realize what just happened. That it's been hoodwinked. And it
5 berries for 20 berries for the price of 5.
All right, bye, little guy.
It turns around. Give me a acrobatics check. It's very large.
As
its tail might hit you. So that sounds fun.
It squishes you entirely. First character death.
7 total.
7 total. Let's see. Okay, well, it'll definitely hit you. All right, I'll be nice. And only roll a d4 because it's not making a specific attack. You do, however, get whacked right in the side of your chest, and you just go flying to the ground. You take 4 points of damage.
Oh, that
so it whacks you.
My block is 3.
So it is not half.
Oh my dear. You doing all right there?
Yeah, she's just.
I'll just honestly, I'll probably end up setting him back down. I just pick him up, like from his shirt. I just like pick him up, and, like, set him back on his feet.
The wind was kind of knocked out of me for a second there.
Well, I have some plants that could help with the pain, but they might make you fall asleep or potentially delirious. So I don't know if I want to give them to you right now while we're walking. You might wander into a creek bed or into a tree.
I think I have this covered. I don't get 2 level 3 spells. What am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. Ambriel is So I have a question on bolstering healing. Do I
Yes.
roll a d4 for that, or is it just a steady +2?
Steady +2.
That's what I thought. All right. Cool. Yep. So Ambrielle's gonna kind of catch up with Dante. I'll wait for Dante and what's his face to get over here.
What does that have to do with anything?
I just thought of all I could think of this whole episode is just things that rhyme with Sharn.
You know how clarinet rhymes with Sharn?
Clarinet.
Clarinet.
Listen,
I don't
all
think
things
that's
rhyme with
how
Sharn.
it's pronounced in a. But okay.
It's a slant
Whatever.
rhyme. Eminem can make this rhyme. Don't fucking worry about it.
I don't think
Eminem could do it.
I don't think
Good.
slant rhyme thinks what you think it means.
Yeah, it does. All right.
Ambrielle's gonna take a second to sort of like look over John, kind of pat him down. Use. There's no limit on how many times I can use cantrips, right?
No, there's no limit.
Okay. So it's going to use the cantrip care, and then the that's the cantrip I get for healing.
Yeah, what's it do?
It gives bolster 1 healing.
Oh, damn. All right.
I don't know why I wouldn't spend time to do that.
Yeah,
Might
no,
as
that makes
well.
sense. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that was a cantrip. I was like, what?
And then use my level 1 flash of healing. So he's just gonna kind of like take a moment and the way the care cantrip I'm kind of picturing it is he's like targeting the worst areas that are hurt so that he can heal that first and start with that, and that's what kind of gives the bolster is knowing where to start. And then we'll focus on bringing light to those areas and that's 5 points of healing.
Yeah, so a light surrounds
Wait, 6.
Surrounds your side. And it just kind of like pulses and then comes back in on itself into your body, and your side, all the pain goes away.
That's a cool trick.
Very impressive.
I think I'm getting a better handle on it. I was able to previously I put a lot more effort into it. I think I was able to scale back just a little bit so I wouldn't exhaust myself.
What I would have killed to have you as an apprentice. Though you would have quickly surpassed me. My cures take a lot longer than that generally.
Well, I think my cures are limited to how much I can do before I can exhaust myself, while yours can be stored a little bit longer, used even when you're not there, which has its own benefits.
Also, don't be down on yourself, Sharn.
I wasn't trying to turn it into a dick measuring contest or anything. I just think it's quite incredible.
Ambrielle also got his powers from a god. I wouldn't be down on yourself, Sharn.
Oh, I'm quite comfortable in my opinion of myself. I was one of the best healers in the place where we came from, and I don't think that's changed here, even with Ambrielle's new abilities.
No, I'm pretty sure if I give any of you a plant, it will more than likely poison you, so I wouldn't recommend eating any plants I give you.
What if it wasn't already a poisonous plant? Like, what if you just had, like, an apple?
I don't know if we want to test it. Who knows how the Lord works?
The Lord.
The Lord.
Perhaps in mysterious ways. We don't know
But
much about Ambrielle's new god.
I don't think you would ever give us a forbidden apple or anything.
Well, Of
Well, of
course
course not. It's forbidden.
Right. If
They would
they
tempt
gave
us
it
into
to us,
it and trick
it would
us.
not be. It wouldn't be forbidden if they just gave it to you.
You see, it's generally those types of things are tests. Tests of your moral will and courage.
You know, my god appeared to be more of a in the form of an ungulate, a horse, for anyone who doesn't know what an ungulate is.
I was gonna ask.
Like a horse or a deer, any
Why didn't you just
hoofed
say horse
animals.
then?
Because it wasn't a horse. Clearly, it was a god.
It clearly
took the
defies
form
description.
of some sort of ungulate of some kind.
It looks like a horse.
He would rather
But it has its horns.
appreciate an apple actually.
Ooh, maybe like a forbidden apple. Oh, do you think it would like that as an offering? I could poison an apple up right quick.
I don't think we
Why
want
are
to
we
give a
trying to
poisoned
poison a
apple to the
god?
god that gave
Oh,
me my
well,
powers.
he said he might enjoy a forbidden apple, but we could poison it with knowledge.
What?
Can we keep walking
Hold on.
to the tree?
Why is
Well,
an
this
apple inherent?
conversation is happening while we're going.
Why is a forbidden apple inherently poisoned?
Well, it must be forbidden for a reason.
Well, what if it was forbidden because a great and powerful, wealthy person closed it off from the rest of
Right?
the world
Can't it just
and
be behind a
denied?
fence?
Yes, put
Why
it
does there
behind a
have to be
fence and
something
was
wrong
like,
with
"Oh, this is my private property. It is forbidden for anyone else to steal this apple from me." Might not be a poisonous apple, might be a very delicious apple, might be the most delicious apple you've ever seen.
Well, I wouldn't
But
say
it would be
it's
forbidden.
forbidden then. I don't recognize that the apple is held necessarily. I would just say it was ill-advised.
I once heard an urban legend that if you ate enough apple seeds, it would kill you.
We keep walking.
Okay, so eventually.
If you do anything enough times, it'll kill you, John. If
Well,
you
I
drink
mean-
too much water, it'll kill you.
I heard that like if you crush apple seeds and just eat that, it would kill you.
Well, anything not in
I mean,
moderation.
Like a small
kill you.
amount, like a handful really would do it.
Ooh.
right.
John, you realize you're in a very familiar area.
Oh, I thought the thing
The
was
tree.
following
No,
us.
no. Who?
Okay.
Oh.
I also
The
thought
tree.
the thing was following us.
No,
to
the
be
tree.
clear.
The tree was speaking in Sylvan that none of you understand, except for John, who's
It sounds like rustling leaves.
broken in leaf. I don't know.
Definitely not shattering glass.
No.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
if we go through these bushes right here, we'll actually find the clearing where the tree is.
Excellent. Lead the way.
Ooh.
Hi, you didn't really give us a name. You didn't want to give us a name. It's John again. And friends.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, well, I don't think this thing has a concept of names, even though it was asking me who. We got
Ambrielle.
Ambrielle. We'll start with Ambrielle, of course.
Shall we
Shard.
go around sort of
Oh God.
the mahogany wood tree here?
Yes. I'm
Fucking
Shard
knew
and
that
I
was
have
coming.
3 pouches.
Jesus Christ. I hate it. But it was really clever. I'm gonna give you an extra push for the day.
Yeah!
Oh God.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
that was good.
Sharn will kind of walk up and is it all right if I approach the tree?
Can my friend walk up to you?
It's okay.
It says that it's okay.
All right, I will walk up and kind of put my hand on the tree gently, and I kind of am feeling just to see if the bark feels any different to what I'm used to from a tree. I've never met a talking tree.
Huh, that's a great question.
The fucked up part is it feels like skin.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Count on Mitch to give the most horrifying answer. Yeah, my question is like, do I feel like a warmth from the tree, or does the bark feel like
A warmth?
A warmth.
A warmth?
Thank you.
There we go. I guess it would be warm. Yeah. I don't know. I never thought what the fuck anatomy of a Treant is.
Leathery.
No, it's definitely bark. But sure. Also, you feel like a warmth though. From it.
Would you say its bark is worse than its bite?
God damn it! I will take away what I have given.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'll reach out and I'll say, Sharn is my name. We're here to learn.
Learn. And as she's walking up to it, David, you hear it say, as she's actually putting her hand out, no, take without ask.
Do we actually have like a forbidden fruit situation?
Something the matter? Did I offend it? Oh God.
It said not to take without asking. It didn't really say what it is.
Sharn just points to the last thing she took, the berries. Are these yours?
Are these your? I translate.
Not from me.
The tree has magical fruit.
Okay, so you look at. So I'm just gonna say, you look at the tree.
Yeah.
You do not see fruit on this tree.
Oh.
All right.
You see leaves. You see branches.
That magical bark.
You see branches on the ground.
Is there like a face on this tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't put my hand right on the face. I put my hand like to the side of the face.
Does it have like a leafy mustache?
That's too ridiculous. No. That's for maybe a different campaign.
Like big, bushy, leafy eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Sharn will.
But its face is like made out in like the grooves of the.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sharn will look to John and then look back at the tree and say, "Whatever we have taken, we apologize. We will ask in the future, both from you and from others."
Can you translate that? You not taken, only warning.
We haven't taken anything yet, but it's a warning. What can we not take?
Me.
I don't think we can move you if we wanted to. Even if we wanted to.
He will, with one of his branches, will like dip down, and then it'll start pointing towards the ground at a large like branch that fell.
Oh.
Oh, I think okay. I think what it's trying to say is that we can't take any of its branches without asking.
Oh, of course. You're a sentient creature. I wouldn't dream of it. But thank you for the advice. We're here to not to gather or to take, but to learn, to ask questions, to grow.
I translate.
Okay. Are you basically just translating everything, David?
Yeah.
Okay. Learn what, grow what,
It's asking what we want to learn and what we're trying to grow. Kind of taking our what we say literally a bit.
Well, then I'll answer literally, I guess.
Well, just keep in mind, David, that it is broken. This is like the second version. So this would it would be a lot more clear. But because you don't speak Sylvan, you're hearing it in this way that he's talking.
Yeah.
If you could communicate, we want to survive. We want to thrive here. But we need help. We, as we are not. We need guidance.
Excuse me.
Then I translate.
Yeah, he's thinking. Survive. How you survive.
We kind of just appeared here. We woke up here one morning.
What need survive?
It's asking what we need to survive.
Knowledge.
Food. Shelter.
I respond with knowledge, food, shelter. We know nothing of this place.
Food, fall, sky.
Food falls from the sky. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's amazing. We're all set.
I think he means. I think he's referring to sunlight. He is a plant who probably produces food via photosynthesis. Or I don't know if I know what photosynthesis is.
You definitely don't know that word.
Hold on.
He eats via the sun.
Are you saying the sun falls from the sky? I don't think that we could eat the sun.
Sunlight falls from the sky. Hopefully not the sun, otherwise we might be in even a worse situation than we already are.
Well, I don't think we can eat sunlight either.
We just haven't been trying hard enough, honestly.
I attempt to photosynthesize.
No. Knowledge. Have.
I assume that John translates that.
Yeah.
What type of knowledge? We seek to learn all we can. Sharn is kind of sat in front of the tree, by the way. She's kind of like on her. She's kind of gotten down on her old gnomish knees.
Sharn pops an old gnomish squat.
Yeah.
Many knowledge. Too many. Pick.
We're gonna have to narrow this down.
Well, I don't know if any of you have. Why am I English? I don't know if any of you have any ideas, but perhaps plants. Yeah,
maybe
my healing
in a way that
stuff.
it would understand plants that the deer eat.
Well, I'm going to take. I had found originally a bunch of extinct herbs and plants. Yes. And I'm going to kind of take them out of the packages I had them in and place them out and say, I don't know what these do, but I believe they can help. Could you teach me how to use them?
Never seen. Not use. What want for
Healing.
not need for healing.
I translate that, but I also will interject. I don't think this tree is as wise as I originally thought.
Hmm.
What do you mean? He seems perfectly aware.
Other healing.
I think I was the only one that caught on to that bitch.
Thank you.
Like Anbrielle. That's healing.
Has no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know if I can do any healing without spending a spell slot because the only
You'd have to spend a spell slot.
Will you teach me your healing? Your healing then.
Want help?
Aye.
Are you still standing right next to it?
I'm like sat down
You
in
sat
front
down.
of it. I'm
Okay.
like kneeling kind of. So I'm face to face. Well, I guess she wouldn't have to, but yeah, she'll kind of sit down and because she's arrayed her plants out and stuff and.
And it'll look at your plants again, and then look back to you. Give me 1 second. First of all, give me a charisma check. I'm gonna give you bolster 2 for this.
Okay. I play nice with tree.
That's just a flat 4, right?
No, it's a D6.
No, it's a skill check, so it's a D6.
Ah, okay.
Oh, damn. Just a flat charisma check.
Uh-huh.
That is a 28.
A 28?
I rolled a 6 on the bolster. I rolled a 19 on the D20, and I have a +3 to charisma.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Damn. And here I was regretting not putting that score into awareness. Didn't know it'd come in handy.
Okay. So that makes this part much easier. It is going to point towards that branch that had fallen, and it's going to say, "Hold."
I pick up the branch.
And then we'll point towards one of your herbs and say, "Hold."
I hold one of the herbs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume
didn't
you're
catch that.
translating.
Yeah.
Focus. Branch. Me. No, he says me. He doesn't say branch.
Turn the slab. Anybody who
I love
catches that reference,
I
thank
love it.
you.
I love it.
beautiful.
Return the slab. Now I wish I would have made him basically that. Anywho. Focus. Help. Other.
I focus.
Okay. Give me.
I was gonna say Sharn focuses on all her years of medicine. She focuses on the properties she knows of. She's gonna try to make something that is an anticoagulant, so something that would stop bleeding, or that's kind of the property she's thinking of when she's.
Okay. Yeah. So I need you to give me another charisma check. However, this time you will have. Do I want to give you bolster 1 or bolster 2? God, you were inside before. I'll give you bolster 2 for this.
Okay.
And this is you sitting there focusing for a while.
Okay. Not as great as last time, but still pretty good. 18.
18, okay.
So down by 10, but still pretty good.
So as you're sitting there focusing, he'll also add patience. And you sit there for a good 5 to 10 minutes.
What do you guys do while Sharn just meditates with a branch and a herb?
Ambriel is like,
Is this what we expected? What did we expect?
I was hoping that it would know more about just the surrounding area, but I think it just knows more about its direct.
Maybe it's a tree that doesn't move.
Well, you know, I thought maybe it could talk to other trees and then it could communicate and like form some sort of like large network. I'm not sure how
Tree
this magic
bond.
works.
Right.
That's fair. We
Did-
don't know what to expect. I found a god on a walk to go get
Well,
clay.
it could have been a
so-
very smart tree, and we just, we didn't know.
I'm sure the complicated language barrier doesn't help the issue at all.
Yeah, it's not exactly the language I'm speaking. It's like a very broken form. I
You know,
recognize a lot of
since we went
roots.
back in the past, or at least that's what Sharn believes, I wonder if this is what your language that you're speaking sounded like before. Wonder if it's one of the original versions of it.
Like a root
Languages can
language.
change a lot over the years, yes. Not that I really know much about languages.
Alternative way to say that. Okay, so Shard.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I'm gonna let you describe actually. So you start feeling something transfer to the plant. Why don't you describe to me what that looks like actually?
Okay. I think for Sharn, as she's kind of meditating there and kind of reaching that patience and like diligence that she's practiced a lot in her life, she was focusing really hard on what she wanted the plant to do, and that wasn't. And then she started focusing on the transfer between, at a little bit more like, well, I know what I wanted to do, so I should really be more working on the where am I getting it from. And then she kind of feels the stick warm gently in her hand, kind of like a stone that's baked in the sun, and then kind of feels it travel up and through and then down, and the plant, I would imagine the herb just glows just kind of faintly with some soft golden light.
You do that, and yeah, you see that.
The light it puts off goes 10 feet further than you expected to. Sorry, it's an ambient effect. You're within my range.
Yeah, so actually,
It's blinding.
it looks way more impressive. Whoa.
My apologies.
Yeah, you just hear from the tree. Whoa.
They're natural, Sharn.
The tree goes, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. And yeah, you see that magical glow, and then it dissipates. And You just hold it in your hand.
That was interesting. I definitely learned something, and she'll nod and kind of to the tree and say, "Thank you."
Welcome.
Welcome.
Don't mean to be awkward. Do I leave this here, or is this for me to take with me?
Seen. Good. You tell can. Keep using need me.
I translate that word for word.
Sorry, you don't speak Sylvan,
that
Brody.
means.
It's not going to be very clear. And then
Thank you.
it'll add faster, better, help, shape me.
Again, I translate that word for word because I don't know. John doesn't know what the fuck's going on right now.
Yeah. And I guess she'll just kind of reach out once again and just like feel that warmth that she felt in the branch in him, and said, "I would be happy to in any way I can." I think that's what he said to me. The tree.
Understand?
I can help you as you help me.
Can you? What if you tried doing that a little bit right now?
Yeah, I'll try to push that energy back into the tree.
Sure. Did you translate what Sharon said, though, David?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
But I just wanted to interject that first.
Me. You have shape.
Again, I translate that word for word.
I think I understand. And I'll push a little bit of the energy back into the tree, or into the branch, I guess. And then kind of lay my hand against the tree and say, "Thank you."
Welcome.
Well, anyone have any other questions for the incredibly helpful magic tree?
Faith, you are a shaman.
Yes!
And you are the herbalist subclass.
Yes! This is what I wanted.
I honestly forgot the shaman was a class.
How dare you, David?
I was like, am I becoming a tree warlock now?
Yeah. I know exactly what you wanted, and I was like, there's only one way you're getting this. And you did it!
Yay!
You cannot pick your passive yet until you do what he said.
Until I shape the branch.
Yes. You'll understand it when you see what the passives are.
Okay.
So you can do your work for Char in figuring that out.
Okay. Yay! I use mana and spells. Nice. And my proficiency bonus goes up. Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yes. Need anything else? He just sees you all standing there and he's a little confused while you're just... It's a bit awkward.
Sharn will hold out the berries and say, "Does he know where we can find more of these?"
Well, do you? No.
Sometimes see taken. That's it. He doesn't get around much. If you couldn't tell.
Go figure.
Yeah, sorry. I really thought that this tree would know more than what it does, but I think it wasn't a worthless endeavor.
No, I don't think at all either. I believe this has been fruitful, and I think Beatrice would enjoy speaking to this tree as well. Unfortunately, John, you'll probably have to play translator again.
I don't mind coming back. Anything for my friends.
Sharn kind of walks up to John and says, "You're a sweet boy."
Remember now.
Remember, Simba.
I thought the same
Remember
thing.
who you are.
Anyway, he says, remember now, and you. Wanted, hurt, help, bad at it. This, good. Pointing with its branch to Shard.
That was
rude.
a lot of information. I don't know if it was trying to insult Forlorn or me, because I couldn't really do this.
Maybe it was simply making an observation. It seems, John, not to cause offense or anything, it seems that you're attributing perhaps more to this tree than it might be. It perhaps is as straightforward and simple as it appears to be.
Talking tree.
Which we feel should be more complicated, but we live in a world where perhaps talking trees aren't complicated.
Yeah, I think maybe your god will have more to say about the surrounding area than the tree will.
Though what a god eats and whether we can eat it is a fascinating topic.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if my god also relied mostly on sunlight and fresh grass.
Fortunately, grass's nutritional content is not very high.
Does a god even need to eat?
I don't believe so, but I do...
If your god created a boulder, the largest boulder ever, could he lift it?
Well, is it a god
All
of
my
strength?
theology majors know what I'm talking about.
Is it a god that's particularly powerful?
Shut
Like,
up, all my
I
theology
think that,
majors.
if it was just a god that could create big things, then it doesn't have to be able to move those things. That's not what its job is.
True. I guess it begs the question, is your god the only god, or is it one of many gods? And if it is the only god, is it all powerful? Or is it just somewhat powerful? We say bye to the tree and start walking back.
Okay, so which direction are you all headed?
We should go back to the plants so we can get the things.
Yeah, we head back towards where the berry bushes were, which I believe was east.
It was south. The berry bushes were the ones you grabbed before. Yeah, that's south.
Oh, because the tree is here and we went this way and then yeah.
And
So
north.
we'll go south
Mhm.
and then east and
Yes,
then
at the river.
Mhm.
Okay, so give me. Did I make it a strength or a nature check before for you to pull out the roots?
Well, I imagine Sharn is sort of guiding me so that I don't fuck it up.
yeah.
I would
I
hope to.
imagine.
Sure, give me
Yeah,
a nature
we
check,
would-
then a strength check, is what I will say.
Yeah,
So
I think a nature check on Sharn to guide me and John
Dante.
through
Sure.
clearing out the dirt, and then a strength check on Dante to lift the thing up once we've cleared out around
Yeah.
the.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, 15 nature.
15 nature? Okay.
Mhm.
And then, okay, so that's good. So you do that. You were able to point out the spot best to like grasp this and like dig it out to preserve it.
Mhm.
Give me a strength check. It sounds like Ambrielle is helping, so you can have bolster 1 on this.
Okay, well, I'll need it. Son of a bitch. 8.
8. You're not able to like pull it out, and you feel like something tear, and it's not the right thing, but you still have not like taken it out. So it sounds like you've already damaged it.
You want me to give it a try?
I am sort of worried that I'm going to break it.
John will roll up his sleeves.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot more delicate than I thought it was.
Sure, just a regular strength check, David.
15.
15, yeah. You pull it out of the ground. You see like the root is damaged, so it might grow, it might not. You don't know. So you can add damaged berry bush.
Who's writing that into their inventory?
You, because you picked it up. Sharn with her 6 strength is certainly not carrying it back to camp.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to carry that with both
I
hands.
got it. Damaged.
Sharn already has her special branch.
Very special.
And another stick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just building up sticks.
I know.
Piling up
Jeez.
sticks.
She's gonna hand the sharp stick to Dante to carry. Do you want to text Mitch what the stats are on the sharp stick?
Sure, I could do that.
And then all of you give me stealth checks again for heading back.
Ooh, good. 15.
Sharn and John will have hinder 1
Why?
because you're carrying a big old stick, and especially John. He's carrying like it's hard to. You can easily trip John. And also,
I rolled so well though.
Rustling. Really, I should give John hinder 2.
No, I don't think it was disadvantage, right?
No,
hinder.
it was just hinder 1.
Hinder. Okay. Oh, thank God. I was like, because I went from a 17 to a 2,
Ooh.
so I was like, ooh, no.
Ooh.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't get a dirty 20, I get a 17,
Okay.
which is fine.
10.
10. Okay.
15.
I got a 10 too.
Yeah,
Average John.
I meant to give you hinder 2 because that makes more sense. So go ahead and re-roll your hinder.
Me?
Yeah. You
So just
should
another
definitely
D4?
be worse. No, it's a D6 instead of the D4.
Oh, you're just re-rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man, I had a 1 on the die. Okay, 9.
9. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. So you all start heading back. You don't see the big elephant. Oh, actually, what are you all looking out for?
Sharn is gonna look for more edible plants.
Okay.
Because
Now that she's
now
got
that
on
she
the
has
path.
magic, she's like,
Uh-huh.
we still need to eat. We can't live off magic alone.
True. You can't live off friendship alone.
John is looking for that big animal again.
The big animal? Okay. John, you have disadvantage because you have a giant-ass bush in your face.
I was gonna roll hinder 1 just automatically, but yeah,
Nah,
sure.
disadvantage. That's real bad.
I'm feeling bad about the bush, and so I'm trying to not step on people again.
Okay.
Oh, Dante.
I'm looking out for danger.
Oh God.
Oh damn, nat 20.
God damn it.
What
Looking
did,
out
what did
for
you
danger.
do?
5.
5? Ooh. Okay, cool. I got something for that.
It's not a natural, but it is a total of 1.
For your perception?
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
negative modifier.
Cool. Cool.
I got a natural 20 for a total of 22.
Ah,
I
don't
got
think I
a 25 nature.
cool. So, Sharnas, you're looking at some really cool plants that you just run over
Yeah.
to scurry over to check out. You can add interesting plants to your inventory.
Are they edible?
All right, you're looking for food specifically. Let's see.
Wouldn't you like to know?
What do I want to give you?
Wouldn't you like
Yeah.
to weather boy?
What was your total?
25.
25. Oh, what do I want to give you? What's around
Apples,
here?
strawberries,
Okay.
avocados. There's apparently megafauna, so avocados wouldn't be too crazy of a.
No, I was good.
death.
That's actually. I heard you say avocados. That's probably a good one. With your 25, yeah, I'll say you find avocados.
Hey,
We'll say
how many?
4. Sure.
Okay.
How big are avocados again? What's
They're big.
Like
they're pretty.
hand.
They're
like,
okay.
they're
I'm
like
thinking
they
them
fit in your
cut up.
hand. The good thing Sharn has 3 pouches.
So I'll say that's how many portions? I'll say that's 3 portions each.
Okay, yeah.
Also,
Got a lot of fat content.
Also, because you rolled so high in your nature, I will say. So you turned. This was on the west side, so you moved a little bit west, seeing this in that direction, and you see in the distance like the plant life seems to get more colorful, like in the distance, and you see it heavier, definitely in that part of the forest. If you went much farther in that direction. But you see that is something that's going on there that's much different than the rest of the forest. Now, Ambriel, you rolled a natural 20. And for your natural 20, you see Dante step right on John. Just just right on him. David, give me roll another d4 and subtract that from your stealth check, please.
Okay. -3.
Cool. So that's like a what? 5? 6?
No, I rolled a 4 on the d4.
No, the total though. Then.
Yeah, the total's
So his
-3.
stealth was 9.
His stealth was 9 before. So
I thought his stealth was 1.
Oh no, that was my perception. You're right.
yeah,
-4.
so you're at a 7.
So 5.
Or-
Yeah, 5.
Okay, 5. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can roleplay that out. Just wanted to know. Yeah, you just stepped on him.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what just happened.
I'm
Well,
okay.
it appeared that there was just a little bit of a mishap, and Dante ran into John. I think because maybe John is carrying a very large bush and can't see very well, and Dante was making sure not to step on Sharn and went the other direction a little bit.
I appreciate the care, but are you all right, John?
I'm fine. I'm okay. No harm, no foul.
Well, I found food, so that's good.
Wow.
And it looks like there might be more over in that direction. If you can see, the forest gets a little bit denser and more colorful that direction. That's usually a good sign for botanical diversity, which means there's more likely stuff we can eat.
Those fruits look
Is
like.
the bush okay?
I won't say it. It looks like the bush might be okay. I take a closer look.
Give me a luck check.
Anybody else want to roll that
Is
besides
it John's
me?
luck or is it Dante's luck?
You
or-
could choose either one of you.
I have a +1 to luck.
You definitely roll it.
I haven't been rolling hot though. I've been
Well,
rolling
I
rather
have a
cold.
negative modifier.
Four.
4. So when you tripped, you ripped the root. It is definitely not replantable anymore.
We couldn't even like graft it or anything.
What does that mean?
It's so a lot of like citrus fruits are really common. This happens a lot with them. You don't need the full tree to grow the tree. You can sort of like shave off part of the branch, cut a branch, and then shave off part of the bark on a living tree and graft it to the tree. So you add the citrus branch of another tree and graft it onto, so you can get like lemons and limes on the same tree because you have a lime tree that
grafting
you've
is when you take
grafted a
something from
lemon
one thing and
tree.
connect it or replace it somewhere else. So a
Yeah.
lot of the times,
Yeah, so if the root system is damaged, I was thinking perhaps we could take a bit of this plant and put it with a living, healthy plant and see if we can't get like a hybrid that grows fruit still
Do
going.
you mind if I present a tab?
But go ahead, as long as it's not copyright. I don't care.
No, I googled.
don't you show copywritten crafting techniques.
This
For the
right
love
here.
of God.
Otherwise, you won't have my wrath.
I was concerned you were going to show, yeah. So the other context that people hear grafting, the word grafting a lot,
Is like skin graft.
is like skin grafting. So I was also concerned about that.
Where you can like take excess skin or like fat or bone and from one part of your body and move it to another part, or if you have a matched donor. But generally, like that's how initial plastic surgery was done during World War One.
Right.
Is that like they would take, and it's still done this way, is that oftentimes if like you need extra bone for like a chin graft or something like that, they'll take it from like your rib or something like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
like
can
word for
successfully do
that.
that, and I will still make it difficult, because now you have to do
Yeah.
it this way. But yeah, you could do that since that's
Okay.
the thing.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it, if it's any consolation.
Yeah.
You all
I
turn
figured.
to see a large orange man with a huge gut and a giant club walk up to all of you.
And a giant dick.
That is where
We're ending it on giant dick.
Yeah, of course.
he's got a loincloth and he's not currently having an erection.
Well, good. I'm glad.
That's good
Otherwise,
news.
it might be
That's good
awkward.
You would
news.
have some explaining to do if he ran up to us with an erection.
Totally. And then, hey guys, I
No,
was
he
watching this.
wouldn't.
I was watching this
Gabrielle's
show.
here.
I was watching this show on YouTube, and it was like interesting for a little bit. But then like an ogre showed up with like a giant erect penis, and it got weird.
He has
I would like
The tone changed like dramatically. It was
he has
bad.
a giant
Gabrielle,
club, not
don't
a
worry,
giant penis.
folks.
Well, he
I've
might have a
got
giant
this
penis.
one.
I don't know. Like, subscribe. I don't fucking know anymore.
Don't.
Oh yeah, you forgot to
Don't.
do that
You're
at the
just
start.
encouraged.
David.
do
Your
whatever you're gonna
sticks
do. Who cares?
Always
Do whatever
be
you're gonna do.
girthy.
Your sticks always be girthy.
And your
Ooh.
pouches always be in triplicate.
Honestly, I like that. So that's the end of the episode, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and may your sticks always be girthy. Stay normal, my friends. All right, thank you, everyone.
Uh,
I really liked the hard